Nice. Alright guys, so today I'm going to prepare something different and something new. So I've been challenged on my main channel. I've been doing gyros quesadillas or Greek style quesadillas, and this guy challenges me like this doesn't exist in Mexico or it doesn't exist in Greece. So I'm like, all right, you know, whatever. As long as it's not called a traditional dish, you know, you can do whatever you like. You get inspiration from both cuisines and then you combine them. And then he's like, yeah, what would you say if you somebody would make goulash with coconut cream and pork? And I'm like, maybe as long as you don't call it a traditional goulash, I'm happy with it. And then he's like, okay, so I challenge you to make it. I'm like, you know what, challenge accepted. So here we are today. I'm going to create a goulash with coconut milk. I'm going to have the same kind of ingredients, but I'm going to switch them up. So I'm using pork instead of sour cream, which, by the way, we don't actually use sour cream in goulash. It's more of a Westerner thing. Goulash, when I talk about goulash, I mean the soup goulash, not the stew. So that's what I'm going to prepare today. So instead of the imaginary sour cream, which we don't actually use, I'm going to use coconut milk because I've been challenged to use it. What I'm going to change to the basic recipe, still use whatever I would use in Hungary, except for peppers, because I forgot to buy them. But I'm going to add some sweet potato as well. And then in addition, I'm going to add some lemongrass and some lime leaves. Instead of parsley, I'm going to use coriander. Instead of caraway seeds, I'm going to use cumin seeds. So these are cumin and caraway seeds are the same family, but obviously very different flavor profile. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm pretty sure that it's going to turn out awesome. And to keep me hydrated, kind of, I've got some lovely München Spaten. So guys, let's see what's going to happen. Enjoy the content and egészségedre. So let's start with onions. I'm going to start with the base. So I'm going to use onions as I would normally. And I'm also going to use shallots, which I wouldn't normally. But let's say somebody from Thailand wants to make Hungarian goulash or gulyas, if you like, and they decide to improvise. So that's what I'm going to do. I might even use some satay sauce. Let's see what happens. Okay, that's onions chopped, so I can add that. And start cooking. And add some beef tallow as usual. Okay, All right. Then add the celery. And what's going to be different today is that I'm using my new Osmo Action 4, and I'm not using the audio from the Osmo Action 4. I've actually got the external mic, so I've got two mics, one on me and one here on the extraction unit, and I'm going to mix the sound from that. It's going to be interesting to see how it sounds. So I find these Osmo 4 is obviously it has a bigger sensor than my GoPro, and the image looks kind of better, but I wasn't quite happy with the sound, especially at work. If you have seen my latest burger video, the sound wasn't quite as good as the GoPro. It clipped quite a bit, and also just the view angle is not the same. So if I go on the most widest setting on this camera, it's wider than the GoPro, but then it's just not right. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stick with GoPro for work, and I'm going to use this Osmo for home cooking. Obviously it definitely has a bigger sensor, better image, so I think it has a potential, definitely. Okay, I just diced my parsnips, and I should have diced the carrots and the parsnips the same. I don't know why I did that. That's fine. Parsnips will take a slightly longer time to cook. Yeah, and in addition I'm going to use some sweet potato, which is going to complement the dish, definitely. Obviously in Hungarian gulyas soup we would just use normal potatoes, which I'll still include anyway. Okay. Okay, that's the potatoes diced. I've also have a lime, which I think is going to help the dish with some acidity. So basically I see so many people get upset with when you are like basically ruining a dish, but you know, you are not ruining the dish, you are trying to do something else. You are trying to create something new, and I don't think that's going to hurt the original dish just because you do something different. Obviously don't call it traditional. Like if I call this a traditional Hungarian gulyas soup, I'm going to be stoned to death, but I'm obviously not calling it that. So it's inspired by it, like the quesadilla was inspired by, but it's not traditional whatsoever, obviously. And I think that's a good thing. You're not gonna move forward if you are stuck in the same place all the time. I was just telling my mom today, spoke to my mom, and I told her that I'm going to prepare this, and she was like, "What, coconut in a guyash? What? Nah, that's gonna be disgusting." I'm like, "No, it's going to work. It's going to work just fine. If you know your ingredients, you know what you are doing. Of course, it's going to work." I'm going to save half of this for a different occasion. So let's do that. All right. So this bit will go to the freezer, and you will see it on another video, probably. Now the skin I'm not going to throw away. Just cook it in the main meal. Just like so. And by Mrs. T's request, I'm going to slice the pork smaller. Yes, I prefer big chunks, she prefers smaller chunks. And I'm using pork shoulder, by the way. Okay. So pork is diced and is ready to go in. So as I said, I'm going to replace, what I would normally use is caraway seeds, but I'm going to replace them with cumin seeds, if I can find it. Cumin, lovely. So I'm going to add cumin. Add the meat. And we still keep the paprika, just as it would be Hungarian goulash or gulyas if you are watching from Magyarország. And of course, oh yeah, let me know in the comments if you would like to see magyar videókat. Csináljak, ne csináljak, van rá igény, ki tudja. Okay, so I've just added my paprika. Happy days, smells good already, as always. Not going to add any coriander, however. So this can go back. Oh, this is a seriously tasty beer. Spaten. I have to go to Munich. Definitely. Wow. And then what else do we have? Lemongrass. So obviously lemongrass wouldn't be my traditional recipe, but it is going to elevate this dish big time. So I just break it up. Make sure I get all the flavor out of it. And in it goes lemongrass. Then additional things are lime leaves. This is going to help as well. And loads of coriander. Should I add ginger? I'm not so sure. Maybe that's a step too far. Okay, so I'll just cook this off. And then once the meat is almost cooked, then I'm going to add my vegetables. So see you later. Not see you later. I forgot to add salt. Obviously salt is needed. I'm using a really garlicky roasted garlic and sea salt mixture, so that goes in. And I'm also going to add a chicken stock cube for a richer flavor. That goes in. I'm just going to add some water to this. That's it. And I'll cook this off for about half an hour, 45 minutes. Let's see. But I won't bore you with this bit. So I'll see you in about 45 minutes. Thank you. Alright, so the meat is almost cooked. Lovely. I'm going to remove this piece of skin, as I have no purpose for it any longer. Okay, so this comes out, and all the vegetables go in. Just add some more water. Just cook it for another half an hour or so, and it will be done. And it smells amazing already. Let's see the meat, how long it needs, and a bit of taste test. Wow, tastes amazing. Really good. Once everything is cooked, it's going to be amazing. Good. Done. Wow. So nice. Wow. Amazing. It is going to work amazingly. I don't think I'm going to use this satay sauce. It doesn't need it. It's got plenty of flavor. We'll definitely add coriander instead of parsley. Sounds like we have Diwali today, so happy Diwali today, everyone. Yes, I think coriander will benefit this dish big time. So I'm just going to add my coriander. And as per requested, I'm going to add some coconut milk. Yeah, what the hell? So lime goes in. Looks good. Because I've added all the citrus flavors, now I feel like I have to add some palm sugar as well. If I can open it. So I'm going to add some palm sugar. But not too much. Just to balance the flavors. But oh, this is good. Trust me, this is good. Nothing to do with Hungarian goulash, except for using the same basic ingredients. This has become something else. Yes, oh yes. I'm going to add some more coriander. Alright guys, so challenge accepted and executed. I hope you enjoyed the video. So I've just created what has never been before, Hungarian gulyas soup, but with a twist, with coconut milk and lemongrass. The flavor is completely different from a Hungarian gulyas. Obviously, I'm used different ingredients, but is it bad? Is the question. But no, it's absolutely awesome. So, if you think that using different ingredients ruins traditional dishes, yes, absolutely, but don't call it tradition. Or don't call it traditional, make your own. So I've used the same ingredients I would use pretty much in a Hungarian goulash soup, that is. And you know, this is a really tasty plate of dish. Is it worth trying it? Absolutely. And I encourage you to try and combine different cuisines, because everything is the same in a different way. And some people get really upset with mixing up cuisines, but I think that's really unnecessary. There is a reason why these ingredients work with each other. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoy the content, and I hope you will try this recipe. Even if it's not a recipe, just follow whatever I've done in the video. And that's it guys, and I see you on the next one. Thank you.